In Denmark, a holding company is a legal entity formed to primarily hold and manage the ownership of other companies rather than engaging in active business operations itself. The primary purpose of a holding company is to control and manage the assets, investments, or other activities of subsidiary companies. There are some key characteristics and aspects of holding companies in Denmark. So first of all, a holding company typically owns a significant portion of the shares or equity in other companies. The holding company exercises control over its subsidiary companies, often by appointing directors and influencing major decisions. Holding companies are generally speaking not involved in the day-to-day operations of their subsidiaries. Instead, they play a more passive role, primarily focusing on managing investment and assets. Also, holding companies can be used to protect the assets of the subsidiary companies from certain risks and liabilities. This structure can help isolate the assets of one subsidiary from the legal claims and liabilities of another. Some businesses also use holding companies as a part of their tax planning strategy to optimize tax efficiency. Denmark has a complex tax system, and holding structures can be used to reduce the overall tax liability. In accordance with the Danish accounting standards, a holding company is often required to prepare consolidated financial statements, which include the financial results and positions of both the holding company and its subsidiaries. Also, holding companies in Denmark can receive dividends from their subsidiaries with favorable tax treatment, thanks to the participation in exemption. This exempts some of all of the received dividends from corporate income tax. Holding companies in Denmark also are subject to regulatory and compliance requirements, including those related to reporting, auditing, and governance. The holding companies can also be specifically structured in various ways, such as private limited companies, APS, or public limited companies, AS. There is no rule here. Obviously, the holding cannot be a sole trader. The holding is a legal entity with its own legal presence. Establishing and managing a holding company in Denmark can be quite complex, so it's good to be prepared before and understand the pros and cons of this project. And holding companies can be part of more extensive corporate structures, including international business structure or multinational corporations. The specific benefits and purposes of this holding company depends also on the international law, on the tax planning and asset protection and efficient management of the subsidiary companies. If you have more questions about doing business in Denmark, please feel free to get in touch with us, and we wish you best of luck with running a company in Denmark.